What's up guys, it's Jamppi here, and today I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks of how to play operator, how to play aggressive, and how do I warm up myself going into matches. And I'll try to play 2 ranked games also, one with Jett and one with Jamppi, and to show like a different kind of operator styles and how do I personally like to play. So yeah, hope you enjoy this and let's get to the video.
He's got it all! What a round from
And the first thing I like to do is of course go play Deatmatch. Personally, I don't use any aimlab or kovacs and I've never used them. I feel like that with Deatmatch you get like real duels and I think it helps you to improve your crosshair placement and just get the better feeling of the game. And usually the first 1-2 deathmatches I just like to play rifle to get my like hand swarm and get the hand-eye coordination of the day. So let's hop into Deathmatch. Okay, Icebergs. Icebergs is actually a pretty good map for playing Deathmatch in my opinion, because you get like pretty long range duels and stuff. And usually when I play Deathmatch I like to listen to music just to like get relaxed. And when they go to officials they tell me, example, that like Jamppi, why cannot I play as good in ranked than I play in Deathmatch? And the only reason is that because in Deathmatch you are much more relaxed. And when you go to ranked, I think everyone starts playing, you know, they start to grip their mouse. Or in Finnish we say about ice hockey, puristaa mailaa. You know, hold your mouse tighter and you lose the relaxation, and I think that's one of the keys that you have to learn when you go play ranked. So just try to be as relaxed as you are in Deathmatch. See, is the good day or bad day coming? Good day. And also, while I play Deathmatch, I like to do a little bit stretches of my arms, especially if they're cold. I mean, it's healthy of course, you know, if you play a lot, and blood flowing in your hands. And also, yeah, one of the reasons I like to play Deathmatch is instead of like aim lab and stuff, it's just because of the, like personally, as I said, it's a really personal thing that some people like to play aim lab and kovacs, but I personally like just playing Deathmatch, as you get like, you get real feeling, basically, how kind of duels you get, the crosshair placement. Especially me, my crosshair placement never was that good, because I used to play AWP. Like my whole gaming career I have basically only played AWP or AVP in CSGO. And in that you aim to the body level, and I think that was one of the differences I have been training lately to get better crosshair placement. And that's the first deathmatch done. Pretty okay, but you can see that it's the first deathmatch. Little bit rusty sometimes, but let's hop another one. And I'll play some AWP and some rifles, maybe some sheriff also. Just see how it feels. And I usually like to play deathmatch, let's say 3, 4, 5 before I go to matches, just because, I mean, I think you play better of course when you are warmed up, and it makes the game even more fun. Trust me guys, when you're warmed up, the game is much more fun to play when you play good. And now I'll play some AWP and explain like how I warm up with AWP, and then after that we're going to range and also my range routine with AWP. I mean, the first thing with AWP is of course, in this game, it's better because you have the crosshair even on the AWP, so it's easier to center where the people is. I think when you play Deathmatch with AWP, you can use a little bit more sound, or like use more sound, because in this game it's harder to just run around and kill. And when you play Deathmatch, let's say that you take an angle like this, try to get the crosshair placement that people wide swing, you know. If people usually come from here, they are not sneaking, so you have to hold it a bit wider so it's easier to shoot, like this. And not hold like, because this corner is an angle that usually people, example, this is the example, but it happens in many things I can show you, especially when I'm playing ranked. If you hold like this, I hear if there's people coming. It's much harder to react. Like look, I'm late already, even though I knew he was coming. And then I just flick him. But if you hear people running, just hold like an angle a little bit more wider, and this is you can do in Deathmatch. This you cannot do this in aim labs or kovac, at least what I know of. It's much easier. So when you hear people, just and you are holding an angle, always take a little bit more wider angle like this, and not like super close. And it just makes the shooting much more easier, even though, you know, people see that huge flicks are always nice to hit or something, but you know, you don't play for the flicks, you play for the kill and for the win. When I play Deathmatch with AWP, I just like the... Sometimes, it really depends. Sometimes I like to run around and just hold, and when I'm feeling better, I take an angle example and I aim to the middle, and then I just want to flick shot to make my like hand swarm basically. Let's say I don't know how many AWP kills I have, but I have tens of thousands of operator kills, and it's just a muscle memory. Just muscle memory that when you do this, let's say you play 5 deathmatches a day, every single day. With AWP rifle, you do that every day for 1 year. It's like 1,700 deathmatches a year. And imagine how many kills you get with just by guns. So that's also the deathmatch is like really good, especially with AWP. And in deathmatch you can also, it's a bit harder of course, because it's not like how people run in normal games. In deathmatch you can also like practice about peeking, because you know sometimes you have to slow peek with AWP. But sometimes it's really good, like, when people know you have AWP, let's say you have shot once, people really think that you're gonna slow peek. I can show you once. So if you have rifle, you have shot somebody, and what usually people do, let's say you peek AWP, I'm like the enemy now, he has AWP, he takes much more closer angle like this, because he thinks you are slow peeking. So sometimes when you have AWP, and you get used to it, you realize that people start doing it. You can wide peek actually also with AWP. I'll try to show an example how you can wide peek. Let's say you see someone there, and then you don't wanna peek it. In this game, you don't peek like this. You have to take angles, like you wanna peek with AWP. If you peek like this, holding just A example, peeking like this, you are super easy to kill. So in this game, when you peek, you have to take like little steps. Especially because in this game, you have to stand still when you kill. If you wanna pre-aim with AWP, it's super easy. You peek, and then it's really, I would say, a little bit after you move, you scope. So you are in good, let's say I move, I scope. So I'm in a perfect peeking position to kill. And the fastest way to kill. It's super hard to kill when you peek and not peeking like this. If I know where's the people, then I peek it and I basically pre-aim it. Even with AWP. Everyone always talks about pre-aiming with, like there, I hit him. Everyone always talks about pre-aiming with rifles, but you can also pre-aim with AWP, like this. I scope and I peek, it's super fast. And then you can also wide swing. You do a little bit longer and then you peek. Let's set the Cypher there. Look, because he knew I was AWP, he was holding tighter angle, but I wide swing and scope. And kill him. He's probably typing me in chat now. And this is how I like to warm up with AWP, just my like normal shooting. And after this deathmatch I'll go to range and show how I train my flicks and stuff like that. So there was the deathmatch win. Now I'm feeling pretty good with the AWP, and let's go to range. So on range, I choose always Chamber because of the AWP. I will show you why soon, but what's up, Cypher? So when I get on range with AWP, I just like to really like run around, do some flick shots, even though it doesn't miss, you know? Everyone misses. No, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So when I come, and it's still like we are still warm-upping, so I like to like jump around, move my mouse a little bit, and just like get comfortable with the mouse. Take targets, let's say that, and flick shot, let's take other bot. And also like flick from right to left, because especially me, I'm better of flicking from middle to the right. Right up especially. I'm better at flicking this or right down than from, let's say, from here to there. And kill. Or try to kill at least. Let's take that target, you flick shot, that target, flick shot. Here is a good thing what I also like to do sometimes, that I take target and then I try to peek it like as fast as I can. Because let's say, this peek doesn't always work, because usually people move. But let's say you're a 1 versus 1 and the enemy is, let's say, defusing the spike. And you are peeking, so you basically know where he is and you want to do the fastest peek. So you can, remember what I told in Deathmatch? You press D, you scope and then you peek. Scope and peek. And try to peek as fast as you can. And it's super hard at first, trust me guys. But once you get, like, once you realize in the muscle memory, it's super easy. And it comes like naturally. Even if this bot and I want to aim, let's say, the bomb is there and he has moved a little bit. It's still, when you peek like this. So you still see, like, you know, you don't want to peek like slowly, that you just see him. Because he will have the advantage when peeking with AWP, because this gun is so big. So you have to peek a little bit and then you just try to pre-aim. But even if he's a little bit left, you can easily just flick shot. The next part is how do I train my flick shot. So let's put the difficulty to medium. Let's take the chamber AWP. I like to go around in the middle here. Then I put the start mode, I take the AWP, and I just literally start shooting. I start flick shotting this. I aim to the middle, and I just really try to flick shot everyone, like who comes on the screen. And doesn't matter if you miss, but this is a really good way of training your flick shots. And I like to do this often, you know, just to train my operator skills. And even here, doesn't matter if you miss, but by time, this will improve a lot. I mean, nobody's perfect when you start like practicing or whatever, you know. I like to do this multiple times, and this is like fast, you know. You can do this 25 times a day and just improve your opening. Also, I mean, I understand if somebody plays really slow sense, so sometimes these flick shots might be super like hard, let's say from there to there. I would say I use a little bit faster than average. My sense will be right there over me right now. I use 0.42 and 800 TPI, so from my mousepad it goes a little bit over 360. Like this. With scope it goes like, I have a scope sense 1, it goes like this. Like 165 degrees. And if you have lower sense, then it's of course harder, but you can still do flicks. Like one of the best openers in CSGO, Guardian, he used those really low sense, and it doesn't really matter. As long as you get comfortable with it and you wanna be AWP player. And yeah, let's hop to 2 ranked games. I'll try to explain also at the same time what I play, but also just like visualizing how to play aggressive on Jett, example on defense with AWP, and then chamber is a little bit more passive and stuff like that. Hope you enjoy it. Hopefully people don't insta-lock Jett and chamber like normally in my games. Ascent, please, give me Jett. Give Jett. Yes, so guys, on this game I'll try to play as much AWP on attack and defense. Even though usually when you play Jett on attack, it really depends on the team, but you can AWP. Example in Liquid, my teammates always gave me the permission to attack AWP, but in some teams it's more like, especially now when chamber is in, chamber likes to AWP instead of Jett, but on this game I'll show you also the attack AWP. Maybe this is just also a general video, how to play Jett, cause on Ascent I have always played Jett basically, so I don't wanna buy AWP against Eco, just in case something happens, so you can ask for drop, pistol, something, and then on gun don't buy AWP.
Can you smoke CT maybe? And we go 1 CT.
Yeah, smoker. 10-8.
Keep in the smoke shotgun.
Nice.
I'll smoke CT again.
Enemy remaining.
Uh-huh. Nice, guys. Okay, one of the biggest things, of course, in this map is it's the long range duels.
Here.
So let's go mid with the AWP. I usually like to go from top mid, just in ranked, especially people like to face from short and mid a lot, so should be like pretty good kills if you get to good positions. Let's take mid, guys. Can you smoke short? I like to tell my smoke player, whoever it is, the smoke shorts. I can freely search. I like that. First kill. Okay, let's go. And on angles like this, people usually like the either you can hold like as I said on Deatmatch, that hold like wider angle if they're wide swing, but this is an angle that is like a 50-50 what they do. So you can hold like kinda in the middle, not close, but kinda in the middle.
Saving.
They go save, yeah. This is maybe backside.
And now on this game I'll try to show also like different variations where to peek, but that's a really good thing. Smoke short, search mid, people like to face here. And now I'm searching B. I'm peeking slowly these angles, and
I'm flashing.
when you're peeking like a typical angle, let's say this angle where people is, you can do a little bit wider peek,
I'll smoke CT.
and then like slowly peek other angles. I'm holding your CT,
Oh fuck, one lane.
That's CT. Lane. One more CT, so I CT. That.
Nice.
And there again, I knew that someone is CT, so I kinda pre-aimed the CT even though... And by the way, this is an angle what not many people know, that if you are on default here, there is like a really small angle that you can kill somebody. But it's like really slow. Like if somebody runs there, you need to have unbelievable reaction time to kill. And I can also show you how to jump peek basically. I do it sometimes, not too often. But let's say I wanna jump peek short. I jump from far away that I'm gonna land to the middle, to the best position to get the duel, you know? That let's say I wanna peek that angle. I don't jump like close here, because then I'm in the air when I wanna peek the angle. I'm gonna jump peek here. So then I approximately
shot.
in the ground when I wanna pick the angle. Like this. Where I landed, I'm straightly on the, basically on the angle what I wanted to peek.
A flash lane.
And usually when people peek from smokes, they like to run through the smokes. So if you see smoke, you can hold like the wide angle.
Nice lane.
No, why? One
He
side,
dashed
one
on
side,
side.
yeah.
I will smoke city, wait.
Yeah, smoke city. I'm gonna search stairs.
One lane.
One enemy remaining.
That's him, that's him, that's him.
Okay, I go sides.
Marcus.
Nice.
Oh. An example there. You hear Ray's ult, and what Ray's always does, he wide swings and jumps. So, you know, you can hold the wider angle again. So you have more chance of killing. I'm holding heaven.
Nah.
And with Jett on pistol round, go aggressive, of course. Go off angles. I go B main. They have Omen flash. If they flash, I'm dead. I like to go personally here, where probably most of you know all the Jett players
Up there
goes
main.
always, and just pop dash instantly. Personally, usually on rankeds, people like to rush, so I just pop that instantly. Yep, exactly like this.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Maybe lurking.
Okay.
10
He's out, he's
seconds
out.
left.
Nice chamber. Let's say for AWP. Let's play like light armor, so I can just guarantee the AWP next round. As you see, they have Sova, so most likely they're gonna arrow mid, so it's gonna be maybe hard. You can play like a little bit passive maybe. Go for early peek, wait for a few seconds if you see the arrow, go more defensive. And as you guys see, Jett probably didn't listen my tips, so this is what happens. I'm kidding, of course, I'm kidding. Yeah, they arrowed mid. Ah, I miss. Instant karma! Guys, that's instant karma.
One cat full.
Minus 50 on race.
Are they coming A?
What?
Quiet.
One enemy remaining. Spike
Zoom in.
down B.
It was.
Last player standing.
I fucking misclick my... Nice, GG's. I misclick my jump spot there. Oh my god. But that was the first good game. Not too many kills on defense side, but I hope on the next game we play defense. But that was actually good opening. So now we have Pearl. Not my favorite map as a chamber, but it's pretty good still. Like, at least to show what kind of style I like to play with chamber. And okay guys, on pistol round, I mean this is probably the most obvious trap what people do, and I mean it's pretty good. Most obvious pistol thing, wait, they have fade. There you go. What people clear is always that with Fade Dog, and most likely you won't get any kills from that. At least on a little bit higher ranks, so what I like to do, I like to go top of the screens, because then the dog will not clear me, especially if I stand on backside, back of this thing, because of the range, and then I just like to hold a headshot angle there. And I take pretty wide angle, because of the, if they peek, they most likely gonna wide swing.
Probably.
Okay, 4. But I miss.
I can flash one to pick.
Can I flash?
I flash.
And you get
Nice
easy
up.
pick and go back. 3 more.
Release the tension.
I don't have 3. And now
Let's
guys,
take,
when they have been swinging here, you wanna take an angle that they might not expect. I'm gonna play passive here. Because they've been just swinging like behind the boxes, I should be able to kill it. I take angle like this, because they have been just running like that. And maybe I catch them off guard and just TP back with the entry. And this is like all we have to do. And now we see one behind boxes. One is on B. And we take shot, we fall back.
One enemy remaining.
Let's plant boxes, let's plant the boxes. And now we can re-pick, it's 4 versus 1, so... And let's just pick the angles. And also what I forgot to add, that I play, that if I hold my mouse too, it scopes, and if I don't hold it, it unscopes. That's just because when you play, this is easier for me. So unscope, and unscope I have, or like the zoom in my mouse tree, so in the scroll wheel. So when I scroll up, it goes further, and when I scroll up again, it goes down. So it's easier for me to play. It's a little bit harder at first, but when you play like deathmatch and everything, it gets much easier. One spent boxes.
Spike down A.
And now we can pre-aim that angle and kill him, because he's staying in the same angle. So we just pre-aim it, double zoom, kill. With this ult, you can play a little bit faster than with normal AWP, just because the scope is like Marshall. And you can go actually pretty aggressive like this. We saw the arrow cleared nothing, so you can pretty freely come. And the only place where they can be is this angle. I have whole A, you can... Okay, bomb is there. Take shot, fall
Spike
back.
down, attacker spot. Last player standing.
Now I'm just trying to read them that, because I had AWP there, they might throw that back to B instantly.
30 seconds left.
And just gamble on that, yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, he arrowed there, so he might be actually CT behind me, because he arrowed there, so he's not at least there, because there's no reason he would arrow there without, if the Reyna was there, so it should be pretty obvious, because why would he arrow there
Good job, brother.
if his teammate was there? And when you don't have AWP as a chamber, you can just go to this one angle, maybe ask someone to bait for you, because chamber is also a really good bait agent, as you can just TP away if you get one kill. Even though this is pretty obvious position, but if they don't properly clear this, most likely you will get one kill and TP away.
One enemy remaining.
Last line. Nice.
Good job, guys.
Nice boss. Can you arrow A, man? And now when I'm one of my ult, I'll ask for him to arrow me, and I'll try to take the orb so I can have AWP for this one. And now they know that I took the AWP from A.
You will flash
At
again.
least they should, so I go
They
instantly
nading.
to B. Because the Viper might be already left out B. Because usually I'm playing
Sage
safe.
at 61.
Yeah, they might be walking out B right now.
Well, come Fade, we're gonna flash pop.
And I just take passive angle because I'm kinda late off. They will have AWP now in B, so we just need to push it off. We could even fake it and then go away.
What do you want to do? You say?
Maybe Fade goes alone here, you fake smoke and he fucking dogs the AWP away. Because the AWP is most likely gonna be there. And we just go away.
Okay.
Can you do that, Master?
Just like fake smoke and try to dog him.
He could fade out here as well.
Okay, now when we take
Ready?
contact, they're gonna wide swing a little bit more.
Go. I'm ready to smoke.
But before that, people like the shoulder pick
Smoking, pulling.
a little bit more, so I hold it.
Sniper
Marco.
have ult. On the high mine.
Leg shotted.
Oh,
Reyna
yeah.
is 1 HP. Reyna is 1 HP.
Well divided.
On that. More dead.
One secret.
I was smoking too.
Play that.
Last art, last was art.
Last player standing.
Nice.
4 kills there. And also there, why I went aggressive, because he wouldn't think that I'm that close with AWP. So that's why I went aggressive there.
Thanks.
Logan, I can drop you also. I'm holding elbow.
Smoking. Pulling. Oh, we can go out. Come. City out, guys. Come with me.
One CT. No one should be elbow. I'm going elbow.
One enemy
Last
remaining.
heaven.
Heaven.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
And again there, when I peeked the elbow guy,
Don't
No,
be
the
afraid, guys. To
double
go.
door.
Yeah.
I knew that he's gonna be there because he shot or killed somebody, so I like pre-aim peek him again.
We destroyed.
And there
the weakness
also,
was last
instantly after a kill, I changed my position, so maybe the Reyna thought that I'm here. So always after a kill, try to change your position so you are not like an easy kill basically. Now when they don't have AWP, you should just go like search with AWP,
I
because
don't
most
know how I
likely
should do it, but I think
the
I will
only
get
one-shot gun they can kill you is Marshall
Go to the
headshot, Guardian headshot, but even they don't have that much money for Guardian, so you should be much more better to kill, like, or have advantage. Could be flanking. Astra, can you take flank? Astra, can you take flank? They broke my trip. You can plant good. They blocked me off.
One behind, pushing. Jamppi.
Dead.
Nice shot.
One enemy remaining.
Nice, guys. He walled, he's close. Nice, guys. Good game.
Attackers win.
That's actually a pretty good game. Some mistakes from my side, but this is also good, because, you know, not everyone plays perfectly, and we got the match MVP. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you wanna see content like this, comment down below what kind of tips or tricks or something you would like me to explain or maybe show you guys. And if you wanna like and subscribe this video, it would really mean a lot to me, and follow all my other socials in the description. And I hope everyone has a nice day, and see you in the next video.
Alta pois niiden käsistä, jotka kuitenkaan eivät ymmärrä, ole ilolla.